What's up, everyone? So we're looking at everybody's I left VShoujo. We're looking at Michi's this time because y'all are so invested in the tea. I ain't that impressed. I already gave you my take. I'm just here getting some content, man. I'm getting content, man. I need stuff to react to. I know y'all VTuber fans gotta eat this up. I'm sorry, I don't got no paycheck. So yo, I'm just like them for real, for real. Yo, yo, I'm not making light of them, but low key, I'm just like them for real, for real. Anywho, yo, that's actually good. Let me not. Let me actually get on with the video.
Okay, you really think I, out of anyone, would know how to do this, y'all?
That's
Alright, I will
crazy.
have to say TTS is off for the stream because we're talking about something
That's
serious.
crazy.
I will start off in a light note because obviously, I don't wanna.
Yep. 10 scams to people. That's crazy. Yo, she could do it. I could do it too. Anywho, yo. If she started light, it's okay that I started light too, chat. Let me see. We're just breaking. It's called breaking the mood. Scammed? Yo, I was gonna have that as my dang. I can't do it. I'll be. How about if I fraud people? Bro, I can't even do scammed, bro. I was gonna have that because y'all's always be saying that even though I don't. Bro, what
Been crazy. I don't want to add to the crazy too much. Today I'm only going to be talking about my own situation and no one else. I am in no way talking about other people or representing anyone but myself, okay? So it's just me. So there's a lot that I will have to talk about. Let's just pull it off like whack, shall we? The situation. Yeah. Today, chat, I have officially left VShoujo, which is insane to say. Yeah, I have officially left VShoujo, so I'm not part of it anymore on Twitter.
Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie. The way that they be talking about it sounds low key kind of happy. It's like, oh my goodness, chat! I left VShoujo. Let's go! I know they're not trying to be so negative. Why she got a price tag on her? They try to be so negative, but it's crazy, chat. Like, what the turd is on her? What is with that nasty looking thing on her? Actually, my mascot's come off. But what's that stinking weird looking nose on her? That's crazy. But nah, it's crazy. I know y'all's like to be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this happened. But the way they're so upbeat about it, it's like, oh my goodness, chat, I just left VShoujo. Those says y'all. I don't know. They something else. They something else for real, for real. Cause I'll be like, yo, chat. So I was scammed. Allegedly. Not me. I foreseen it. Okay, we ain't talking about you, you little poopy heads. We talking about dumb right now. We trying to get content on dumb because we trying to get that paper. What's it called? Content farm. We clip farming or whatever that's called. We trying to get them 5 views on these videos, chat.
Stuff. There's like that handle thing. I don't think it's in my control. I'm not sure if VShoujo will be announcing this publicly due to everything that's been going on. But yeah, officially now, I will continue as just me. Yay. The reason.
Okay, these people who been on VShoujo, wasn't they popular before they got on VShoujo? So why was they on VShoujo? That's the JJ I know. No, the JJ you know would be like right now, I'm still waiting on you to send that dono you promised me. Like, where's that $50 you promised me? Like, I still don't see it. My bank account is still at zero. That's the JJ you know. But I ain't scamming or anything, but that's what you promised me. I ain't gaslighting or nothing, but something about that, I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all brokies ain't making me richer. That's all I'm saying. The peasants aren't giving right now, and honestly, it's little sad for me right now because I'm doing my hardest to give you guys content, and right now you guys are being real bummers. You could try looking up her past if you want. I mean, apparently we got a lot of testimonies to go through, so I don't know. But let's see.
Behind this, as some of you may know, I can't get into too much specifics due to the legalities and all that big brain stuff. And I was told to be careful with what I say. I wanted to to go live today because I want to give you guys clarity and updates and security on everything that's going on because I think you guys, out of everyone, deserve to know. I know you guys.
Bro, if my legal team says I can't speak up, you know what I'm gonna do? Not speak up. You know what I'm gonna be like? I'm like, listen, lawyers, y'all's gonna have to write something for me because I'm gonna need to know what I can't say. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, listen, chat, I can't say nothing right now because knowing me, I'm gonna say the dumbest things. But I just gotta let you know, um, we cut ties. Yeah. I don't know, like me trying to talk. Yeah, nah, it's done. It's done. Chat, like GG's. So like, best believe I ain't trying to say nothing.
Guys probably must feel like confused or upset and stuff like that. I'm sorry that I can't tell you guys everything, but I hope I can tell you guys enough to the best of my abilities, and I'll do my best because I just don't want you guys to feel like confused. So, I'm sure at this point, a lot of you guys have watched or at least heard of Mousie's video by now. If you haven't, please go watch it and support her because she's very sweet and I care about her a lot and she deserves all the love. But for today, I'll just be talking about my own situation and I might be bringing up similar points that Mouse have stated in her video. So I'm so sorry if this may sound a little bit repetitive, but basically, I recently found out that VShoujo owes me a good amount of unpaid debt. I also have other reasons that I was advised not to get into or say too much of as of now. So I'm sorry if I can't talk about that, but this is just one reason that has led me to my decision of terminating my contract with VShoujo. And I want you guys to know it's not fully about like the money for me. I wanted to give you guys a quick backstory on everything just so then you can fully understand what has been kind of going on. So, back then when I started streaming, way back then, I did it at first as a way to hang out with my friends. As you know, I really enjoyed anime and music, and I am a big fan of 3D concerts. Especially back then, I was quite a 3D concert nerd, and I have a hard time talking to people because I have really bad social anxiety. And VTubing has taught me how to talk to people more and feel more comfortable.
So like, people say it's not about the money. I feel like when it comes to this is real talk, chat. Like, I'm not talking about y'all's right now. I'm talking about like corporate. Okay. Um, like it's one thing for your chat. What your chat gives you not should not be expected, right? Listen, me and my chat little different. I'm a villainous. We banter this all the time. It's a joke. They know that, right? Um, I call them peasants. Everything. Y'all need to know that that's a joke. They don't have to give me their money. It's it's literally established that, right? It's literally in the about me section. So I'm a villainous, right? The company you work for should be paying their dues. So when someone says it's not about the money, bro, it should be about the money in the sense where your company has to pay you for what you're doing because you're doing your job. And I kind of get very irked with what they're saying. It's not about the money because what you mean it's not about the money? It's about the money. You're not getting paid for your job. What do you mean? That like, and it's not about her saying that. Like, I'm not getting on her. I'm just saying like I understand they want to be humble and whatnot, but like, bro, the company is not giving you your dues. Like, I don't know. It just like it's weird. I don't know if this makes sense to y'all, but I don't know. Something about that just irks me because it's just like, especially for people who don't like have it made just yet. I don't know if these people have it made just yet. Like, I don't know what they're like relying on, or if they're just living in debt. But to say it's not about the money, I don't know. It's kind of weird because like I would be like, no, the company gotta pay me for what I'm doing. Like, how else am I gonna keep doing stuff for my audience? Like, I am doing what I need to get done. I am working, so they need to pay me my dues. Like, why did I join them in the first place if they ain't gonna pay my dues? Does that make sense?
Comfortable in my own skin, which is ironic because we're VTubers. I could hang out with my friends who couldn't participate or be in call, and they can hang out with me too. And it's really nice. From there, we could also meet more people together. And I always saw this as just a fun hobby that connects.
Yeah, I told you guys. I told you that when it comes to corporate or something, it's about meeting new people. It's harder to do it when you're indie. Like, you can do it, but it's tough because it's one of those things where people do not feel comfortable reaching out to people, especially like if you're small. And then if you have someone small try to reach out to you, it's like, hold up, give me a second. Ow, that hurt. My tissue hurt. Like, imagine if someone with like 1K reaches out to you and you have no idea what their experience is, and they're trying to reach out to you, someone with like 100K, like, why are you reaching out to me? Like, it's kind of like, huh? But like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, since you guys working in the same corporate, it's like, oh yeah, let's work together, compared to if it's like someone online. So
Like-minded, passionate people together, and I just saw it as that, right? And then I got picked up by another thing, and honestly, some of you may already know the story, so it went how it went. Safe to say, after that, I had a lot of doubt and fear and anxiety coming.
I have another question. Do you guys think for those who do it as a hobby that they aren't passionate or they're just as passionate? Why do you guys think for those who stream as like corporate, indie, big, um, do you think that they're more passionate or they're less passionate or they're just as passionate? Like, take me for example, right? I streamed for about to be 5 years, right? Um, I will stream to one person, right? Doesn't matter. I'll stream to one person. I'm streaming to one person as we speak. Um, these people are streaming to 1,000 people. Who knows, hundreds of people. I don't know. I don't care. Um, are we just as passionate? Are we the same passion? Or no, I don't have any passion because I can't do it as a source of revenue like she is. Like, um, and that's one of the things that um that I wonder, because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you shouldn't look at it in the source of money." Like, a lot of people say this, not VTubers, not only just VTubers, but just people who do YouTube. They're like, you shouldn't look at YouTube as looking to get money, right? But I think you have to kind of look at YouTube in a smart way, right? Like, you could look at it in a hobbyist perspective, right? But you also could look at it in like an analytic perspective versus like what works, what doesn't work, right? Feel like what makes your numbers go up, what doesn't work, right? Because it's like, why would you keep doing the same thing if it keeps failing? Like, or what works, what doesn't work? You know, like, how are you gonna keep building yourself if no one keeps seeing your content, right? So like, or if you just don't care, it's like, okay, yeah. But is it that we have no passion? Or it's just like, my passion is just doing what I like and I'll show it to people regardless who sees it. That's one of the things I wonder about. Because you can have a conversation with someone that's like, how do I grow? And people are like, why do you want to grow? And I think it's one of those things. It's like, why can't I be curious about growing if I want to grow doing what I love? Um, well, not only just focus on numbers, but I want to be aware of what I need to improve on. Does that make sense to you guys? Because I feel like it could be both, but you just want to be like, what am I doing wrong and how can I fix that? Right?
Out of that situation. I still enjoyed streaming. I Though I still enjoyed streaming, I realized that once money is involved, maybe my type of approach to the streaming world is a bit different. Honestly, I know a lot of people have told me that, maybe how I see things may be a bit naive or stupid, but I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid. However, after everything that has happened, VShoujo picked me up and they reassured me that this would not happen again and that they treat me better than before. And I'm gonna be so honest, chat.
So a lot of people, when she says she's stupid, right? A lot of people are like, "Oh no, we know your business, right?" A lot of people, I saw this video, right? Someone's just like, if you're new to streaming, right? If someone's tries to be humble, it's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm not that good at streamer. I'm really new to stream." They see that as not confident, right? But her saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know, I'm just stupid." They see that as humble, right? Um, Again, I'm not bashing. I'm just asserting. This is not the video I thought it was gonna be. It's not a serious video, and I guess I'm super. And my analysis head is going through. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not the video you guys wanted. My analysis head is going through, and now I'm just analyzing this in a way where I don't know if this is the video you guys want, but it's the video that I'm like interpreting now, and it's just like, for example, right? Um a lot of people associate with either personality or model or both, right? And my chat and I were having a conversation about this earlier today, right? You know how some people will spend $30,000 on a model, right? Once they're up there because they have to have the fluidity to the model and the rigging and X, Y, and Z, right? And my chat's like, you don't have to get all these models, outfits and X, Y, and Z. All we care about is the personality, right? Um, and I was just like, um, you can't say that about everyone, though, right? Because some people like will be like, no, I care about the model. Like, think about when some people graduate and they're like, actually, I like the model. I don't like this new model. Like when a certain person graduated and they're like, why did they decide to go with this model? This model looks disgusting. And they're like, I'm not watching this VTuber anymore. And so like then they associate the model and they're like, no, no, actually no, cuz. So then you're just like, huh, okay then. So I have this thing where I have my chat just decide what model they want every now and then. So like I'm using my original character for these type of videos, the news videos, because like this is my actual branding. But when I'm playing games and whatnot, I actually use like pre-mades for like a better rigging and whatnot. Um, but yeah, uh, if you notice, like my model is like not the most advanced rig, and it be glitching like crazy. But like, it's who I am. It's definitely my villainous persona, and it's a beautiful model. I do love it. Don't get me wrong. I love the model. It's just it's not advanced rigging, and like a lot of people would just be like, "Oh well, it's just kind of, it could be better, right?" And so I'd be like, "I love the model. I just like people want the more complex rigging." And so then they're gonna turn away from me. So, but it was one of those things where her comment about saying, "I guess I'm dumb," um, and a lot of people are out here defending her. I guess it's because it's fan base. Because a lot just because you have a high fan base doesn't mean you don't have haters. Even Queso has haters. Corey has hater. All those high above people have haters. Just because you have a lot of fans don't mean you ain't got any haters. I'm just saying that's kind of curious because a lot of people who will say to people who are starting out, it's like, I hate when they have no confidence. It's not that they don't have confidence. Well, it could be that they don't have confidence, but they're also acknowledging the fact that like, hey, I'm new to this, be patient. But like, people don't have patience. So it's kind of like when you start a video, if your video doesn't start right off the bat and catch their entrance, as if people will leave, rude. People will leave, like, don't get me wrong. So it's just like, yeah. Because like I have people tell me about like this model. They'll be like, why do your model look like this? Like, you need to change your model or get. They're like, this model was not worth the money. I was just like, eh. I mean, it's my model though. It's my original branding. So it's just like I don't hate my original model, but like, I spent 2 years with this model, about to 2 to 3 years, and I wasn't getting any traction. So I was just like, you know what, maybe I should try with the pre-mades. And I did notice the results with the pre-mades was a lot higher. Everyone kept going with the like I was getting a lot more attention with the pre-mades. So I was just like, dang. Like the pre-mades really do get more attention because there is so much more rigging to it. And it's kind of disheartening because it's just like my original model is like my identity, but the pre-mades are what people want to see because of the rigging, and it's just like, oh, that's unfortunate. So that's why I just kind of stick to the pre-mades and having chat like get the like decide what pre-mades they want to see because like the the original character is not what people want to like will not come in if I'm using my OC character. So it's just unfortunate, but that's one of the things. Oh dang, this is a long video. We may have gone to
We
this.
did. I've spoken about this in the past, and oh god, fuck! I'm so sorry if I cried today. I don't want to mute because that would that would be really awkward. But I know before in the past I've said a lot of really good things, and this is why I think the backstory is quite important. I kind of feel ashamed about it. Well, not ashamed, maybe embarrassed. I was super relieved because I thought I finally found a group of people that were in it for the passion and the fun, because I don't, again, I might sound dumb, but it was just a big, like, nice little reminder for me, I guess. And I was just
When it's corporate, the main thing is gonna be the money. That's what a lot of things is. The main thing is gonna be the money. Unless it's like a volunteer group and the items gonna be free. The main thing is gonna be the money. Unless like there's a no rush policy or something like that. I don't know. Like when it comes to like big corporations, it's not about the passion. It's about what gives them profit. If that makes sense. Um, like when you think about like the reason why I'm saying like it depends on like context. Like video games, right? If you have like a five people, right, and you call it quote unquote corporate or company, whatever. Well, it's 5 people. They're taking their time. Game could take 5 years. Well, yeah, it's about the passion because like it's 5 people. Yes, they're trying to make profits, but it's they're taking their time with the project or whatever. Then yeah, it's about the passion and the project and whatnot. But it's like in order to do the project, it's gonna take passion and whatnot. And because like they're sinking their time into it with no money or revenue, no guarantees with it. That's why I'm saying like it's not about it's not about the profit, but more about the passion. But like a company like VShoujo, that's like with someone like like an actual brand, yeah, that's about the money. So yeah.
really happy to find like-minded people that were willing to talk to me and even support me and help me rebuild all over again. And in the start, VShoujo did that for me because before I joined VShoujo, I'm aware that I came with a lot of baggage. I wasn't like the easiest hire, I think. At that time, I've slipped into like past bad habits. At that time, that's probably the most TOS friendly way I can describe that. But my brain wasn't the best, and V Shoujo gave me a second chance, and they said that they'd handle everything for me because they knew how, yeah, they knew how I was like that, and the things I could and wasn't capable of doing. They told me that they'd help me sort out everything, and past me really needed that because I was scared, and honestly, I was doubtful. And I'll admit it, I was very inexperienced, and VShoujo helped. Because of that, I met a lot of amazing people that I can now call my friends. I've also experienced things I've never been able to experience before, and got to meet every single one of you guys in chat. And I want to mention that because even after everything, I'm still very grateful to them for allowing me to try this again. Yeah. But also because of this, I have publicly and privately praised VShoujo a lot because I saw them I'm reading notes, y'all. Okay, we're back. We're back, y'all. All right, where were we? I can't do this. Yes, I can. No, yes, I can. All right. Okay. I have publicly and privately praised VShoujo because I saw them giving me this opportunity and platform as a big gift, right? Like a second chance. And I wanted to return the favor however much I can because I trusted them. And I trusted that they had our best intentions in mind. And, that's how it works. I never asked too much or looked too deeply into things. And I know that this probably might sound like, oh, Michi, you're kind of an idiot. But the reason was because I.
I mean, I don't think I wouldn't call the people dumb. I think it's one of those. I don't know how old she was for one. Again, I think it just depends on the type of person you are, um, and the type of mindset you grow up with, and how your family or everyone treats things. Because, bro, a lot of people literally give their loyalty to their jobs and everything, and it's like, no. To me, I'm like, no. I ain't gonna be loyal to my job like that. Like, there's some people who'll be like, there's this thing where you job hop, where you go from making $15 to $25 an hour, like for 9 to 5 people. They're like, no, I'm a job hop because they're like, why am I gonna stay at a job and work my way up instead of just job hunt? And it's just like you're not loyal to your job. You're loyal to yourself. It's the mindset. And it's just like, listen, she's here being loyal to a company. I don't think she's stupid. I think she's just optimistic or whatever. She likes to look at things positively. I don't know if she was only a VTuber or she had experience outside of VTubing, because a lot of people just work as a VTuber or their only way of doing things is a VTuber. Uh, because their health conditions and whatnot. So like that's one thing, but like no, I'm not not gonna just give my loyalty to a company, and that's one of those things. I was just like, yo, what? She was. That's all I know. Yeah. Well, no, we don't know their IRL experience, right? But that's one of the things I usually be like, with these corporate VTubers, I hardly ever hear them talk about um their their IRL life, what they've done in the past, if they've done anything besides, like, some people will, and when they have done things that weren't VTubing, they will let you know. And so that's why I'm just like, maybe maybe VTubing is like the only thing she's done, because when people don't do VTubing, it's kind of like they're more susceptible to these type of things. So it's like, okay.
Didn't have a reason. I didn't have a reason to do that. I thought, well, yeah. So all of this have definitely came as a shock to me, and I'm sorry to every one of you guys. I know I've spoken a lot about, like, as streamers we have a platform, and you gotta use it carefully, and I really genuinely apologize. I trusted them, and I just never really had the reason to ask. However, with saying all this, I would like to say that I am not gonna be ending my streaming here. I'm still going to be continuing as myself, Michi, and if you'd still have me.
Why would you end your streaming? You literally have your IP. Do you not keep your literally, wasn't that the whole appeal of VShoujo, is that you keep your IP? I'm sorry, that was kind of no that was kind of goofy to say. It's like, well, no, duh. It's just like, yeah, they did you dirty, but yeah, you could just Also, that again, that's no slight to her, but it was just like, I mean, yeah, isn't that the whole appeal of these shows that you get to keep your identity? I was just like, yeah, I'm like, um, I don't think anyone was expecting for you to graduate. so, so yeah, I was just like, huh?
I'd be so thankful to you. I'm so grateful for all the support you sent me, and I hope you continue to support my friends. Mainly, they're very kind and they mean the world to me, man. I just want them to be okay, and I want them to be happy, and I want you guys to be okay and to be happy. Because by the end of the day, I've never been like shy about admitting it, right? As streamers, well, our income is your income. It's just what it is. So you guys' support, like you are the reason I'm allowed to be here, and I take that very very seriously. So
Bro. And then y'all get so salty when I be asking for donations. It's giving you guys are fake. Like, such faker vibes. Like, whenever I just ask you guys for like $1,000, I don't know why you guys get so tripped up in the knot. Like, it's just $1,000. Be so for real. Like, come on, like I'm giving you all the entertainment you could ask for. What's that, like 50 months of Hulu, 50 months of Netflix? Come on, just give up Netflix for like 4 years. Come on, I could be all entertainment you need. Come on.
I'm sorry that I didn't do my due diligence enough, and yeah. I just want you guys to be okay, especially my friends. I know that this is like it must be tough for everyone going through it. I don't want to talk about it too much. It's not my story to tell. And please don't pressure anyone to talk about it too. I am not in the brightest place right now, but I want to stay as positive as I can. I appreciate you guys a lot. And I just to make it very clear, even though I mentioned the monetary aspect of it, the reason I bring that up is because that is one of the only things I can somewhat talk about. But for me personally, it's not really about the money. If you guys know me, you know that I am not the most business oriented, perhaps. I go with the vibes. I I like to believe in the vibes and the whimsy and the pinky promises, you know what I mean? So when I trust people, I fully trust them, and I am very loyal to the people that I trust. This for me is somewhat like a breach of that. Personally, that's just how I feel. Where I'm not saying, and please know that I'm like, don't blame, like, don't point any fingers. And honestly, you never sing it.
Thanks for following. Oh, why did I think your name was Avocado? Why I think your name was Avocado? Scorch Valor. Thank you for the follow, Scorch Valor. Why did I think the name was thinking avocado? Dang. Dang, that was a moment if I ever felt it. Dang. like I was like, thank you for the follow, avocado. I was like, hey, wait a second. So
To do this again, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. I thought that I was at that point. I would never have to do this again. But it's okay because just because we had to do it again doesn't mean it's always that bad. I guess. Anyways, I want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys a lot. This may be a very selfish ask from me, considering I know that I'm not the only one affected, and by that I mean you guys are affected, right? Emotionally. I know that you all are going through something too, but please, in this community, if it's okay for me to selfishly ask, please don't spread any ill speculations, harassment, bullying, and hate to anybody. There's already so much.
wait, I'm genuinely confused. How is the audience affected? Like this is how genuine confusion. How is the audience affected? Like, is it because the donations that they donated were never given to the creator, or is it because of something else?
Negativity going around, and I know that I don't say this as much as I really do, but I really do care for all of you. I selfishly just want us to have each other to rely on, be with together so we can grow stronger as a community and support one another. So if that's okay, I'd really appreciate that, chat. And I do want to say that, I'm not telling you not to feel upset. You're very valid to feel any type of feelings that you're feeling, but you don't have to force yourself to be okay with everything. And you don't have to force yourself to be happy when you're not. But again, please don't spread any ill speculations, harassment, bullying, or hate to other people. I want you guys to also know that I'll do everything I can.
The agency preference for them. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, that's why. Okay, so that's pretty much the end. Oh, the mascot was covering her face this whole. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Chat, you was covering her face this whole time. Like, bro, y'all are so funny. Bro, this is why I don't do nice stuff for y'all. Yo, about chat being there for one another. I don't know. Do y'all like that idea? I feel like that's low key too parasocial. Like, is that something you guys like? Like being there for one another, or like, is that too parasocial for y'all? Like, I don't know. Cause like, I feel like, I feel like I understand the sentiment behind it, but I know that's what I'm saying. Like the sense that it's said, I feel like it's just super, what's it called, vague, and I'm just like, what do you mean there for each other? And that's why I was like confused as what she mean by that. What do you mean there for each other? So I don't know what she meant by that. I was just like, what do you mean there for each other? I don't know. Like that's why I was like, is that normal? Um, like I understand chat getting along, being nice to one another, but being there for one another, I don't know. Is that a normal thing in VTuber communities? Let me know. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. That was a long video. What do I be yapping about for 25 minutes? Y'all be thinking I be stealing content, but I be talking for 25. Uh, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like because they keep the IP, so I don't think they provide the model. I don't think they be providing the model. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think they provide nothing because it be or it be coming out of their checks or something. I don't know. I really don't know. So anywho, I hope they explain more of that. I don't know. I really don't. Anywho, this is it for her story. On to the next story. But yeah, what do you guys think of this video? I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a great one. Salavi!